Opening day of deer season 2024. Doing the intro now, obviously, because one, we have Chef Corey in live action. Camp cook Corey getting the eggs ready for the boys. Look at that form. He's got the bacon already pre-made, ready to go. Joey Diane, my cameraman last year. There he is. There's the Fudge. Yep. There's the one. We're all gonna be out there, the dogs. We're gonna see what happens, but I'm doing the intro now because I'm gonna be freezing up there. Stay tuned.
Just got in the stand. It's probably about 6:50. It's a lot later than I thought, just based on all the snow. On the ground you can see a lot, so we'll see. But yeah, everybody's in their stands now. I heard the Nugent's going in. So we'll see what happens. Not too bad yet today. Started off pretty slow. I didn't see my first deer until like 8 o'clock. And I've probably seen about a dozen, 2 bucks, 4-point and maybe a legal 6-point. I have to rewatch it. But I did see one that looked like it got hit already. If I see it again, I might try to put it out of its misery. But if I see it again, hopefully I get a shot. It was just kind of hobbling through it. I couldn't get my scope up in time. So we'll see. Still seeing some deer.
There goes the dad into the abyss.
Just changed it up. My dad was sitting here this morning in this deer shanty like Johnny's, and I'm gonna take it now. It's about 10 o'clock opening morning. A lot of activity, but I was getting too dang cold on that hillside. Feet were starting to go. He said he was gonna head back, so I said I'll come down here and watch this side then for like an hour, hour and a half before I go back and warm up a little bit, but stay in the woods. Here's how it looks. So you can see we actually planted pine trees in there. So this should get thicker in the future, but we got a clover food plot. Actually, yeah, this is clover and buckwheat, but the deer smacked the buckwheat. And then we put a whole bunch of, this is all brassica down here with clover mix. And then there's more pine. So we kind of planted this all up. So yeah, watch this side-by-side trail and then out into the food plots. All right, back in the stand. Afternoon hunt. It is probably 2 o'clock, so we got about 3.5 hours left of hunting light. Ended up seeing about 18 to 20 deer this morning. All doe, 2 bucks. Saw a 4-point, that was like a fork 4-point. And then that like 5 or 6 point that I think was legal. It's hard to tell on the little camera, but yeah, I went back in, watched a little bit of football, go Buckeyes. And yeah, let's go beat Michigan and get a buck on the ground, eh? See what happens. Just had a nice legal buck come across the gas line about 100 yards. But I saw a doe came out, reached for the camera to film the doe, and then another doe came out, and then a buck after it right after I turned to get the camera and turned back. It was too late to get it on him, but he went down below me, so maybe he'll circle around. We'll see. We got some turkeys roosted. There's one. First Sunday, Pennsylvania rifle season. Nothing doing. I saw those 2 doe on the opposite hillside. I filmed a Luke Sweeney coming off the hill. That was pretty exciting to see a wild Luke Sweeney. He sort of looks like a orange Sasquatch. Yeah, so I got to see an orange Sasquatch, and yeah, that's about it. A lot of squirrels. It's 9:45. It is freaking cold out here right now. My feet are frozen. Every time I have the camera out for this long, my hands are already cold. So, nothing much to film though. The first Thursday of Pennsylvania rifle season, and as you can see from the garage of the camp, we got a lot of snow coming down. Snow is still coming down, and yeah, bring into the camp here. Here you got some of the deer from
the past. There's the buck from last year. There's a turkey from last year. There's the turkey. And my dad and I doubled up on the same turkey in the other film, or the other picture. And here we go. There he is. Right there. You guys, this is good luck. If you zoom in on his head, you might, this is the same thing we did last year when we shot the buck, or my buck. Watching Thursday night football at the camp.
No, you did it wrong. Last year you didn't have Zoom, so you just went like this with the camera.
Oh, that's right. I didn't have Zoom last year, so I just pulled into John's face. There's the dough dropper. He's ready to go. Please ignore the beverages to his right, left, whatever you want to say. He's ready to go. There's the Foge, doing Foge things.
Yep.
He's going to go out around noon.
Can't forget about Mun.
And Uncle Frank's in the bathroom. But yeah, see what happens tomorrow. Keep you updated. And the dough dropper here has something to show everyone.
So I personally asked Johnny, because he's been seeing all these great bucks, and we're after that big ghost buck that he's been seeing on.
This is going to be take two. Take two.
So we got up here a little bit early. We stopped by Mr. Johnny Royer's house, and he's been showing me all these great pictures of the big ghost 11-point. So I had something written up for him, a permission to hunt his sacred land, and we did get the signatures. So
as you can see, Johnny has allowed MacNoon to take a buck one of these next 2 days. Signed by John Royer III. So we're gonna go out there and harvest the buck. See what happens.
yes,
Thank you, Johnny, for this awesome privilege.
absolutely. I'm grateful, and he is one of the best. But
Acquires an ignorant amount of junk. So we're getting rid of it, and in fact, that's why you guys are here, right? You brought boxes of junk to put in the closet here?
John watching John.
Peachy.
That's Luke. First Friday, Pennsylvania rifle season. In the camp, about 6 o'clock. Gonna get out of here soon. There he is. The
Dough dropper.
The dough dropper. He's ready to go. He's got all of his attire. And it is now time to put on the face paint. We're gonna throw this on and we'll give you the update. Yep, here we go. Here's my face paint. Once again, I'm more of the standard look kind of guy. And it does a nice blend with the beard, I think, though. Really gets that whole face covered. Yeah, there it goes. And then you got
almost like a tribal warrior.
he went for the tribal warrior look, the X.
Been a really slow morning. Yet to see any deer movement. That was the first animal I saw actually was that squirrel, so for a while I thought I was transported to Mars and I was on a foreign, uninhabitable land. But that squirrel confirms that I am not on Mars.
Well, how the turntables?
How the tables.
How'd it go today, boys?
Not good to start, but we finished strong.
Sounded like I could hear the finish.
We saw a bunch of deer right at the end of light. Luke shot a hog of a doe, and I shot that 8-point. It's not the big. I don't think it's that massive 8-1 that's.
I
up
couldn't
there
tell in the
running around.
picture, yeah.
Well, it was fast. It was just like he came out, he turned, he looked at me, gave me a bunch of rack. I'm like, oh, that's real wide. And then he turned back. I'm like, that's 3 on the side. 200 and some yards. Boom.
Wait, 200 yards?
Yeah.
Where was it at?
Like down on the road to go down to Luke's stand. All the
I
way-
saw it. It come across the gas line.
Yeah, Luke.
I was like, that's a legal buck, and I had its horns in my scope, and then I couldn't get a shot on its body, and I was like, all right, well, we'll see what's going on. It was chasing some doe.
Oh, so you're getting rut
And I see
action.
the doe coming down, and I was like, oh, that buck's gonna be chasing it, and then boom, and I said, no, it's not. It's dead.
So you guys were back to back.
Yeah.
I felt like you were
I
back.
shot and then I heard boom again. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, he just shot it.
I mean, it was
He
less
shot
than a
either
minute.
another buck or another deer.
I can't. So you had rut action then. That was another rut movement. Oh yeah. He is wide. Look how you got him stuffed in there.
Well, I didn't want him.
Look at this.
I didn't want his antlers to hit the back window. We got to do something about this, like a headache rack or something, but with lights on it so we can load deer.
Oh nice. Oh, he's already getting stiff. I can't even get him out.
It's because he's
Stuck under the
stuck in
windshield.
there with that.
Wait, what happened here?
foot.
Spooning with the woman.
Here, hold on.
Yeah, he's at least.
We'll get his head up above the. Watch
Yeah.
out! It's a massacre in here. Luke's deer exploded.
What do you mean? Where did Luke hit it?
I don't know, but there's
Where you
blood
need
everywhere.
Oh, you mean like that?
Right where you need to. That's where I hit it.
Here.
I got. Yeah, there you go.
We'll get some performance lighting.
There is John Nugent's 2024 now
December 7th.
rifle buck. John, give me a smile for the camera. It's wide. It's definitely wide.
That's what I mean. It turned and looked at me like this because it came out of the bottom. I'm like, that's a wide buck. And then when he swung back around like this, I saw the 3 up on this side. Look back this way at one of the does that I think he shot.
Do you think that would have won the competition for next year?
Yeah, you would have won our competition. We're not going to talk about the competition for next year at this moment.
But
But there's a competition.
But there is a competition brewing.
Competition brewing.
All right, well, that wraps up the second Saturday. Me and Mac Noon struggled. We did not see much, so this was the highlight. All right, that's all. That concludes my 2024 PA rifle season. I didn't really film a lot, as you can probably tell. That last time I filmed was last night with the Nugents there with the buck and their doe. I think on Sunday, the first Sunday of hunting, I saw 3 doe. 2 of them were 800 yards away, and then 1 up the top of the gas line. Didn't have time to film. On Friday morning, I didn't see anything the first Friday. Friday evening, I saw maybe 3 really far away. And then Saturday morning, didn't see anything. And then Saturday evening, I walked around a bit, pushed a little bit for my friend Andrew, and saw like a spike and some other small bucks. So really wasn't too exciting after that first weekend, first day. But yeah, might be back out with the camera in Flintlock, so we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching.